Sup good people, some of us don't skip treatment because we are careless. We skip because the hospitals run out. And let me tell you something that you can't be told, and you'll find out that they don't admit it. On 14th and 15th, I partnered with the Global Action Network for Sickle Cell Disease and Inherited Blood Disorders Conference. And these new innovative ideas ignited hope in my life, ignited hope in creating awareness. Let's all come together, like, share, and subscribe, and let's get started. People look at hemophilia and they relate it with injections, treatments, the genetics, diagnosis, and that's not all. It all comes from them taking care of us as the Hemophilia Treatment Center, as the blood disorders community. But they fail us because we lack voices in the community. We lack those innovative people in the community so that we create awareness. You'll find out that here's what makes it worse, and we are not alone. It's just that we're not supported through treatment and through psychological, through even that shown the way to live a more fulfilling life. And now you'll find out that sickle cell disease, thalassemia, aplastic anemia, Fanconi anemia, and the Willebrand disease, they all matter. But what are we doing in the community? What are we doing as those that millions of us with inherited blood disorders face on a daily basis, and we face the same broken supply chains? So let's all come together, help each other grow. So what is the reality that no one discusses? There are days you go to the hospital and you'll find out that you'll be told to go back because there is no treatment, there is no that support that you need. To us, every bleed, every emergency is something that needs to be taken. It's just caution so that you live a more fulfilling life, so that the place doesn't go from something small to a bigger damage. So support these people, learn to appreciate and show them empathy in whatever phase they are going through. If you can go to the hospital and you are told we are out of treatment, what can you do? So you'll just skip the treatment and you'll just suffer your own battles, and you'll find out that you'll be told that you come back tomorrow. What's come back tomorrow? And there is factor, or the worst one is just that there is factor but it's for the emergency. What's that? Let's all ignite hope, let's all raise awareness, but don't forget to be your own advocate. Be a person that can even ignite hope in people's life. In Kenya alone, it's over 3,000 people with hemophilia and their families fighting this reality. And across Africa, the number are staggering. What are we doing in the community? Let's all come together. Let's all ignite hope. And globally, this isn't just one problem. It's a systematic failure and affecting all inherited blood disorders. I urge the hemophilia advocates, I urge patients, caregivers, and healthcare providers to provide us with the needed resources so that we don't just focus on innovatives, you don't just focus on things that don't benefit patients a lot. Let's all take the leeway so that we unlock that lived experience expert part to be in a decision making too. The impossible choices that we make every day is just that you go to the treatment center at your home and you just leave because there's no treatment, but you go home limping, literally limping, feeling pain. What's that? There's treatment but for the emergencies. That's not even good. You go home praying that the pain, the swelling will stop, but it's literally telling you to be resilient, telling you you're going in a road that will lead to you having more pain, and it will lead to a road that you'll not heal up well. So you hope for the pain that does not go, and you'll find out that it's really painful. Let me just put it in that way. It's really painful when you have a crisis, when you have a bleed. It's really painful if it's not taken care of. So you're just told to do your prophylaxis. You're just told to manage yourself well so that you don't have things that hinder you from living a more fulfilling life. Follow the protocol. That's what our parents tell us. But you, the one suffering, you're the one who's going through a lot. I remember that back then I went to the hospital, and you'll find out that time akukuwa na dawa, and to access the medicine you'll find out that it was just a little for the emergency. So I had to struggle. I had to take the tranexamic acid so that I heal up, but it took time. Remember that time I was in high school playing rugby. So I know it was my problem too to play rugby, but remember, you have to go through a process so that you become that Shujaa that you want to be. But how do you stay adherent to something that you can't access consistently? So what really happens? This isn't just negligence, but it's about supply chains that collapse at borders when the treatment is there, when we don't have the access to treatment. What are you doing to us? What are you making us go through? It's something that hurts us. Budgets that prioritize other diseases. Let's all prioritize and let's all put every disease at a neutral level, so that, or just something that's medium. Take care of all the blood disorders so that we all live a more fulfilling life. Stocks out at the last month. You'll find out that the stocks doesn't even last that month. Last a lot. It just takes, let's say, ni muda tu kidogo. When you find out that you have a bleed or something, when you're taken care of, when others come for the treatment, it's done. Distribution failures in the rural areas. In the rural areas, you'll find out that there's no treatment. There's no access to that treatment that those people deserve. Paperwork delays and it costs lives. Let's all come together, advocate, use our voices, because your voice, your power, your Shujaa. Be your own Shujaa, advocate, and learn to be innovative in supporting others. A whole structure that collapses on the exact people it's supposed to protect. And when you skip because the hospital ran out, you'll find out that you don't just miss a dose. You'll miss something that you'll even risk eternal bleeding. You even risk the delay of education. You even risk the days of work you don't attend. So let's support these people. Let's all come together. Be a Shujaa on your own accord. In whatever office that you are in as your patient, I advise that you even unlock that self-infinite possibility. And for some reasons, it becomes a difference between life and death. Let's support these people through being innovative enough and giving them opportunity to unlock their self-infinite possibility. So right now, let's now talk about the Global Action Network for Sickle Cell Disease and Inherited Blood Disorders, which happened on 14th and 15th. What I learned personally is just equitable access to therapies. There are new therapies for the sickle cell disease and gene therapy for the Fanconi anemia and for the aplastic anemia and other inherited blood disorders like hemophilia. It's something that I felt like hope kicking in. I felt like there's hope coming, and some of us have even tried it and it's 90% working. Worldwide registries to track our reality. That's number 2. We need data. We need registries at every regional, at every county, so that people know more about these blood disorders. Advocacy for World Health Organization to designate an inherited blood disorders day. We need an inherited blood disorders day, just like the World Hemophilia Day is there. We just need to have our own peer, that day that we're supposed to make it happen as a Shujaa too. Building supply chain solutions that work. That sparked hope in my life too. Let's all build supply chains, and that's what I learned. Let's all come together, raise awareness, so that we reach out that undiagnosed person living with the blood disorder. It's been a journey, and we are continuing to write the story while holding the pen. But let's all come together. Let's all write stories that will ignite hope in others' life. I'm saying this because I would want to see change in whatever that I do, in whatever that you do in your environment. As a patient, what are you doing so that you reach out that unknown blood disorder patient? What are you doing so that we ignite hope together? Let's all come together. Let's all create awareness, and let's all ignite hope in whatever way or possible outcome that can bring when we unite. And for the call of action, subscribe, like, and share, and let's all be advocates in whatever that we do. Stay Shujaa.